Hey, what's going on, people? What's up? What's up? What's up? This is your friend Monis Ali, and type live if you can see me and if you can hear me properly, and type uh, recording if you're watching the recording of this session. What's up, people? What's going on? What's going on? So type live if you can see me live and if you can hear everything properly, and type recording if you're watching the recording of this session. Hi Vikas. Hi Ravi. No sound. Rahul says no sound. Hello, sir. So, guys, are you able to hear me? Please let me know in the comments if you can hear me properly because somebody over here says, Rahul says that no sound. So, can you please let me know in the comments if you can hear me properly? Rohan Yadav says perfect. Hi, Rohan. Awesome, awesome. Yes, I can hear you. Rais says, awesome, Rais. Thank you so much. पर सेज क्या हाल है भाई भाई सब बढ़िया आप बताओ क्या हाल है आज यहाँ पर लॉकडाउन है इन माय सिटी भोपाल लाइक आई डोंट नो व्हाई बट एवरी संडे दे आर जस्ट डूइंग दिस लॉकडाउन सो संडे फ्री था सोचा आज लाइव आते हैं यस सर ऑल परफेक्ट पापा साउंड डिले ओके perfect now okay yes crisp and clear nice 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 thank you so much for the confirmation guys. All right, so just like every week, what we are going to do is, I am going to take some questions from you guys and then I'm going to try and answer those questions. So, uh, I posted something on my story that, you guys can actually ask me any question. So, I got some questions from you guys. So, what I'm going to do is, first, I'm going to try and answer them. And if you are having any question for me, make sure to post it in the comments and for people who are watching me on YouTube right now, make sure to subscribe to this channel so that you never miss any other video of mine. And yes, do click on the bell icon. So make sure to subscribe, guys. Okay. So if you are watching it on YouTube, then make sure. All right. Hi Ajay. How are you? So let's simply start with the questions. So I'm going to take the first question now. So the first question is dropshipping profitable given the current Chinese product agitation? So this guy actually asked me that, is dropshipping still profitable during this period where, it's getting hard for people to get the items shipped from China? Then yes, dropshipping is still working. There are some new alternatives which you can use in order to ship your products from China and ship your products in just 7 to maybe 12 days. So the option which has recently something which I have started using very like maybe last week is uh, cart HKC cart HKU. Let me just search the name for you guys. Yeah, sorry, it's hyper SKU. So the name, so, so the product which I have recently, like I think it's been like 3 4 days. So Justin actually suggested this service to me. So the card, sorry, yeah, hyper SKU. Let me write it in the comments so that you guys can get to know about it. So Hyper SKU, that's the service which I am using. Hyper HYPER SKU. Okay. So simply Google Hyper SKU. So if you are somebody who is wondering that how am I going to drop ship during this time where it's getting really hard to ship products from China, and even the delivery time is so late with AliExpress, then Hyper SKU is the answer. If you want to get your items shipped in like 8 to 12 days in US, or maybe in like even lesser time, then simply go for Hyper SKU, and I think that you will be able to get rid of this problem, and you will again be able to drop ship in the international market just like the way we used to. So I really hope that I answered your question. All right, so the next question is the now GST and PAN card is optional on Facebook. So can we run ads without them? Well, you are absolutely right. You can actually run ads without adding your GST and PAN card number because it is optional on Facebook. But here is my advice to you. Why do you want to why are you avoiding adding the GST number and the PAN card number? Because if you will add your GST number inside your Facebook, billing section, then it would be easier for you to get the rebate. So when you will be paying the GST for the products which you have purchased, and when you will be paying the GST by the end of the month, if you have added your GST number in your billing, then you would at least be able to save some money. So, as a businessman, I would never advise, not adding the GST number. But if you are somebody who don't have a GST number and just want to avoid adding GST number in your Facebook billing section because of any reason, then yeah, you can run your ads without adding the GST number. Sorry. All right. So, if you guys have any question, type it in the comments. Ta, ta, ta. Okay. Sir, why FB again and again disable my ad account? I only run T-shirt ads. So, brother, you have to try and chat with Facebook support so that you can at least understand that what is the reason why they are banning your ads or why they are banning your ad accounts. Because at times communication with Facebook can help. Plus, I actually have to see your ad first in order to actually tell you that this is exactly what's wrong. Basic advice which I can give you is don't use any strong words on your ad copy and even on the product page. Don't use any strong words. Don't use words like guarantee or maybe something like amazing, awesome, or some strong words. So do not use strong words in your ad copy or even on your product page. What are the main point you ask to customer during COD verification? Now that is a very good question. So usually I like to confirm my customer's address. Okay. Then also like I try to tell him that this is going to be the price of the product. And thirdly, should I mark your order as confirmed? So these are the three things I have designed my script around these 3 points so that it can reduce the RTO rate and the confirmation call can be easier. So these are the things which I usually ask my customer. I hope I have answered the question. Okay, so I have testing and found one product doing well in Indian ecom. How can I scale it using CBO? So Devendra, first thing which you should do is enroll inside CBO Mastery. It is a very effective course. It has given some crazy results to all my students. So you can just go to Economics University slash CBO Mastery or just CBO. You will be able to find CBO Mastery. So what I would recommend for scaling is Jumbo techniques. So I have actually shown the entire Jumbo technique inside CBO Mastery. Or if you are a student of Economics University, then you can again find it there inside the CBO section. So Jumbo technique is the one which I usually use in order to scale my CBO campaigns really high in a single day. Like if you remember, I have done I have taken one store from just doing 30,000 rupees to 4 lakh rupees in less than 24 hours. So the technique which I applied was the Jumbo technique, and I have shown it inside Economics University and inside CBO Mastery. Sorry. So now this is a tricky question. How to advertise hand sanitizers and mask in the UK market? Any suggestion for me, please? So I personally would not recommend advertising such products because Facebook is banning the ad accounts who are advertising any such product. So brother, I would definitely avoid selling such product or advertising such products. Okay, so the next question is Smart Droid. Assalamu alaikum. How are you, bro? Bro, I am absolutely fine. How are you? Okay, sir, drop your link here. Chandan says drop your link here. Chandan, simply go to Chandan, simply go to ecomexuniversity.com and you can simply find the training which I am just talking about. All right. Hi, Tarun. How are you? Welcome to Ecomex, Tarun. Welcome to Ecomex University. So, guys, Tarun has just enrolled inside Ecomex University. So, Tarun, welcome. Welcome, brother. All right. So, what's the next question? So, Naman says Google ads versus Facebook ads for a new product. Now, I don't know why, but I always get this question that Google ads versus Facebook ads. So, guys, it's like Ferrari versus Lamborghini. Why not have both? That's my answer. So why not have both? So what I would recommend is if you are having a smaller budget and if you just want to test a product, then what I can recommend is go for Facebook ads because Facebook ads are way cheaper than Google ads. That's what I believe. Okay, I might be wrong, but this is something which I have tested and this is something which I believe. Okay, so I would recommend going with Facebook ads. Start with a smaller budget and start testing the product. And so once you think that yes, this product is a pure winner and it can be scaled to on different platforms, then simply hit the button and go for all the platforms, not just Google ads. Go for Facebook, Google, Pinterest, and whatever other platforms which you can even learn native ads and try to advertise your product on native ads. So don't just rely on one platform, and it's never Facebook versus Google ads. It's always Facebook with Google ads. Okay. All right, so what's the next question? Is it good to use fulfillment? Da, 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 da. Is it good to use fulfillment service for order processing like Ecom Express? Ecom Express, yes, you can use. So there is no harm, I believe, in using fulfillment services. How we can avoid overlapping between look-alike purchase and look-alike add to cart? So it's if you want to avoid lookalike purchase and lookalike, I think when you create the lookalike audiences, you will already create a very broad audience. But if you still want to narrow it, although I do not recommend narrowing it even further, why? Because your cost per purchase might go really really high. Okay, so but still, if since you have asked me this question, then what you can do is in your purchase ad you can simply use the exclude button and exclude the lookalike audience inside that. So that is what I would recommend. But still, I have never done this and I would never recommend this because I am somebody who likes to go really really broad. So why avoid any audience? Why? Maybe they must have seen your ad once. Why not show them your ad twice? And because it actually increases the chances of conversion. All right. So what's the next question from you guys? Ta, ta, ta. Is it tough or easy to get winning products for Indian e-commerce? I think it's really not that difficult to find some winning products both in Indian e-commerce and in international dropshipping. You just have to apply certain filters, apply a formula which I usually share with my students that your product should be good, it should be unique, and it should solve some purpose. It shouldn't be a complete waste. So if your product actually makes sense, if it's some it kind of solves a person's problem, it increases the quality of life of your consumer, then I think you can definitely test that product, and it's really not that difficult to find winning products. That's what I believe. So what's the next question, guys? How to check if ROAs on an ad is profitable? So it's very easy, let me just show the question here. So Vikas says how to check if ROAS on an ad set is profitable. Vikas, simply go to your Facebook dashboard, and in the right hand side you will see the option of customizing the columns. Go there and then type ROAS over there, and then just check the items which says ROS. Okay, so then it will automatically start showing you the ROS on a particular ad set, even on a particular campaign and on a particular ad, I believe. So, what's the next question? Sir, should we test multiple products or test different interest copies audience for a same product? So I think I answered this question in my previous live session, but here I am. I'm going to try and answer this again. So, brother, this is what I do in order to test a product. I create one campaign. Inside that one campaign, I like to test at least five ad sets with different interests. Okay, so I will be creating one campaign with at least five ad sets, targeting different angles, different interests, and inside those ad sets, I am going to keep at least two ads. Okay, there will be two versions of my ads, either with different ad copy, or maybe either with different thumbnails, or maybe entirely different videos. So I will keep at least two variations of the ad, and five, at least five ad sets inside one particular campaign. So I really hope that this helps you, and I really hope that you apply this testing strategy, because it actually gives me some really good winning products and winning audiences and winning ad creatives in a very short time. All right, so the next question is international dropshipping going on or paused at the moment? It's absolutely on. I am using this service which is called Hyper SKU. I have recently started using this service, and I think now I can again start shipping my products from China to US in 8 to 12 days. So if you are somebody who haven't tried this app yet, go to hypersku.com, I believe, and then try and register there, and you will be able to find some great products. Plus, you will be able to source some items from China. I just wanted to know about Indian suppliers, not Misho and Shop 101. So, in order to find vendors and suppliers in India for my Indian e-commerce stores, what I like to do is first I go to indiamart.com. Okay, then I try to go through the complete list, and then I message all the suppliers there on India Mart, all the suppliers who are having the product which I want. And once I have a proper communication with a certain supplier, and I'm able to, you know, once I think that yes, I am confident enough that I can order with this person, I do some test order, I check the quality of the item, and then I try to build a relationship with that supplier, so that we can do some business together. And then this is exactly how I shortlist some good vendors. So if you really apply this strategy, then you will be having a lot of good vendors on your phone book, and then you will be able to receive a lot of WhatsApp messages of all the updated products for your Indian e-commerce stores from them. So this is exactly how I got connected with a lot of good Chinese suppliers for my international stores, and I applied the same strategy in the Indian market, and it really worked for me. So this is what I do. All right. So the next question is it good? Is it a good decision to build a dedicated store for Halloween? I think yes, it's a very good decision if you want to build a dedicated store around Halloween. But what I usually like to do is I just build a general store first, and then I like to test different niches. So if you think that on your general store you are able to find at least two or three good winning products for your Halloween store, then switch to a niche based store where you will be having all the Halloween related products, and you can build an audience around that. And yes, you can have a proper store which can be around all the Halloween stuff, all the masks and whatnot. So yes, you can definitely do that. uh, oh, that's a very good question now. So someone with Facebook ads and copywriting experience and 15K in hand, how long to generate 1 million? So if you are somebody who is already having $15,000 in your hand and you are having a good knowledge of Facebook ads and copywriting, then what I would recommend is you should divide some budget in multiple income streams if you want to make money quickly. This is something which I do, and this is something which most of the pro players do. We don't just put all the eggs in one basket. What we do is, we try to have multiple income streams. So if you are having good knowledge of copywriting, why not make a course around that, sell it? If you are having good knowledge of Facebook ads, why not make a training around that, sell it? And if you are already having a good knowledge about copywriting and Facebook ads, why not build a good e-commerce store and sell multiple products and then build multiple brands? So now it's up to you how you want to use the knowledge and the budget which you have. But if I was you, then what I would have done is I would have invested in multiple streams so that I can get, like, if one thing is not working, there will be other thing which will be working for me. So eventually, it will be able to bring my team home. So I need to have different players in different streams. That's what I recommend. So I really hope that I have answered your question. So what's the next question? Da, da, da. Naman says, "Thank you so much. I'm glad that you like the answer." All right. Whenever someone asks for product price in comment box, should we directly tell the price or should give them product page link? So do both. Tell them the price of the product and give them the link of the product. Like, this is where they can buy this product from. So what you need to do is type like, the price is XYZ and you can order this product by visiting this link, and then you will be adding the link of the product page. This is what I would recommend. So what's the next question? What do you do if customer did not receive call in NDR and well as in COD verification? So what you can do is, you can record the call. So that is something which I usually do. I ask my team members to call the customer multiple times till the time he don't receive the call. And once he have received the call, then it's important that you record that call, and then you give it to Nimbus Post guys that, hey, this is the recording and this is a proof that my customer actually wants the order. He wants the order at this time. So can you please deliver the product at this time? So that's how I like to work. So Nimbus Post guys are actually trying to work really hard to make things easy for us, and I really believe like in next few months they will be able to come up with a lot more solutions because these guys are actually serious about this business. How do you scale on Facebook without getting banned? It's very simple. Try not to use any hard words, any promising words on your ad copy, on your ad, and even on the product page. And then try to scale clean. Don't just do anything shabby. Don't just try to act smart with Facebook because those guys are way smarter than us. So try to be genuine. Try to improve your offer. And one thing which usually people don't mention is try to have a funnel. So even if you're not scaling your ads a lot, what you can do is if you're having a good funnel, if you're having good post purchase upsells lined up, then eventually your average order value will increase. So I would recommend doing that first, and then invest more money on your Facebook ads. First, check your funnel, see if you can increase the average order value without doing a lot of scaling on the Facebook ads. And once you're sure that yes, your funnel is working good for you, then invest more money on your Facebook advertising and scale as much as you can. Nimbus Post doesn't assign a KAM. Is there a cheat way to get KAM assigned? They usually entertain accounts with over 100 orders a day. So I don't think that this is what they do. But if in case they are doing this, what you can do is you can simply contact their support team and tell them your problem. And once you share your problem with them, then see what kind of feedback you get. And I really believe that they will be willing to help you out because obviously they do not want to lose a customer, right? So I think it's about communicating. Try to communicate with them, try to have a good relationship with them. And this is not just with Nimbus Post, but if you are doing any sort of business, try to keep all your business associates happy. Try to have a good communication, good bonding with your business associates, so that they can help you out whenever you need. So this is some approach which you need to put in your business right from today. All right, so the next question is, if I just started my dropshipping store, should I register for LLC? What documents should I apply for? So if you have just started your store, it's completely okay. Hold on. You can register your LLC later. It's not a compulsion. You can first focus on making your store stable. Once your once everything is stable at your end, then go for LLC. If I talk about myself, then I enrolled for the LLC like after 1 or 1.5 year of having a proper successful e-commerce journey. Then I thought, let's take the next, let's go to the next level and register the LLC. So you can hold on. You don't have to rush into it. You can create an LLC anytime you want. A best shipment company for Indian e-commerce. See, there is no correct answer for this one, because what happens is these are all Indian companies, and at times their staff does not act professionally. Okay, so like earlier, Express B Surface was doing a great job for me, but recently what I've started noticing is that the Express B guys are not doing a professional job. What they are doing is they are just sitting back at their office and saying that the customer rejected the order, or the customer do not want the order. So it actually changes from time to time, and you will get to know about which one is working best for you with time only. So at present, I would recommend DTDC. That will be my number one choice. Otherwise, earlier I used to use Express V as my first priority, but at the moment I have switched from Express V to DTDC. And yeah, you can even try Blue Dart. So see how it works for you. Okay, so the next question is, sir, how to manage returns in T-shirt POD USA if after delivery customer says he wants to return? Well, Arush, usually, like I haven't faced any such problem with the POD stuff. But what I usually like to do is, I let my customer keep the item and I refund the amount. So that way, what happens is, okay, I haven't earned a lot of profit. I haven't, in fact, earned any profit, but at least I have gained one loyal customer. And gaining one loyal customer is more important for me than just making some quick bucks, because then this customer will actually buy from you again. So instead, what you can do is, you can actually play smart. When your customer asks for a refund for your T-shirt, what you can do is you can tell him that, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a coupon of, let's say, if this person has purchased the t-shirt from you for $24. Okay, so tell him that, sir, what if I give you a coupon which is worth $24 or maybe $20, so that you can shop, like you can get the right size from our store, and you just pay the shipping. That is it. So in that way, what will happen is, you will at least save some amount. You will at least save some amount, and instead of losing all the amount, or otherwise, what you can do is you can simply refund him the amount and tell him that you can keep the product. So I usually like to get them in the funnel. Once they are in the funnel, then I would give them some coupons, some kind of I will try to bribe them in a way that I still make some money out of it instead of losing everything. So you have to play smart. You have to play really smart. All right. So what's the next question? Prince Shadab, how to find winning products for Indian e-com? Are you using Power Ad Spy for Indian market? Yes, I am using Power Ad Spy for the Indian market. I think it's a great tool, and that is something which I use. Plus, if you are into, if you are inside Economics University, then I have shared my complete product research strategy inside Economics University. So, what you can do is you can go through the complete training of Economics University, and you can see all the product research strategy which I use in order to find some consecutive winners, which makes me a lot of money. So, what's the next question? Do you recommend using softwares like Niche Scrapper or Ecom Hunt? Naman, I think these softwares are very old softwares, and at present we are already having way better option. So I instead of using these products, I use Power Ad Spy. It's by a friend who is from India himself, and he's a great guy. His name is Sumit Ghosh. So I would recommend using Power Ad Spy instead of these spy tools, because if you want to invest some money in the spy tools, then why not invest in the best one? So that is the reason why I would always recommend Power Ad Spy. So the next question is, does PayPal or Stripe account needs GST mandatory? No, I don't think so. I haven't added my GST number inside my PayPal account and in my Stripe account, so I don't think so. Okay, so next question is, while using Google Trends for finding niches in Indian e-commerce, do we need to apply the filter of shopping, or should we keep it as all categories, which is the default? If I want to search the items which are selling right now, then I would definitely go for shopping, right? And if I just want to see what's trending, then I would keep it at the keep the default setting on. But if I want to check on Google Trends what is selling right now, then I would definitely go for shopping. I would like to use that filter. How much percentage can we expect in POD USA? Arush, honestly, I am not a big fan of print on demand. Okay, I am really not a big fan of POD. But I think like it's having very low profit. I think the profit in POD is around like 10-15%. I am not even sure about the numbers, because honestly I am not a fan of POD. I don't do much POD. If I want to do POD, I will obviously go for something high ticket. Maybe I'll go for jewelry. I will never go for T-shirt, because at least you can sell the jewelry at a higher price. So you can use services like Shine On. But to be honest with you, I am never a fan of selling T-shirts. I never like to sell T-shirts because the profit margin with T-shirts is very low. And if you're putting so much of your efforts, so much of your time, so much of energy, then why not make more money instead of making less money with that same effort? Any alternative to Power Ad Spy, it's costlier. So why are you looking for alternatives? Because what's going to happen is you are going to save some money over here by not choosing Power Ad Spy and going for some other third party, spy tool. But what's going to happen is you're going to pick one product, two product, 10 products from that tool, and then what you will see is that's not really working. Like that the products which you have chosen are the complete waste of time and money. So eventually you will be wasting your money there. So take it as an investment, because these kind of tools, like these softwares are made just to save some time and money. Okay, so if you are somebody who is an absolute beginner and who has no knowledge of drop shipping or product research as of now, and you have a very limited budget, then don't use any software, any tool. Try to learn things manually first. And these softwares are for people who have already had some success, or maybe have certain understanding about product research, and now what they want to do is they simply want to save some time, save some money, and scale big. Then and only then I would recommend using any software. Otherwise, save your money. If you're having limited budget with you, don't waste it on any software. Spend more time in product research. Try to do it manually. Don't because if you think that the amount of Power Ad Spy is higher, then I think that you should save some money first and then invest in tools like this. So, guys, if you're enjoying the live session, make sure to let me know in the comments, and let me know by the reactions. So, give me a heart, give me a thumbs up if you are actually liking this session. If you are enjoying this live session, if you are having any question for me, make sure to type it in the comments. I'm here to answer your questions. So give me a thumbs up, give me a like, give me a heart, anything. And if you are watching me on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you never miss any of my video in future. All right, so the next question. Okay, I'm getting a lot of questions from you guys. Choo, sorry. All right, so I'm going to take this question now: how to reduce RTO in COD orders. So I think I'll be able to address a lot of people and a lot of questions by just answering this question first. Although I have answered this question many times, but here I am. I'm going to try and answer this question again: how to reduce the RTO, the return rate, for your cash on delivery orders. So, guys, there is a simple process which I follow. And if you are somebody who likes to take notes, then this is a time when you should start taking the notes. So, usually, what I do is whenever I get an order on my store that is a COD order, my team simply calls the person up within 1 hour to confirm the order. Okay. During the confirmation call, they like to ask the customer their address. Okay. They like to share that this is the amount that will be charged. This is the amount which you need to pay when the item will arrive at your doorsteps. And should we mark your order as confirmed? Once the customer gives us the green signal, says that yes, go for it, send me the item. Within 24 hours, we ship that item to our customer. Okay. Now, what happens is if my customer gets the product and he pays for the product, everything is working fine, cool. But if in case there is the NDR, then what we'll do is again my team will be using the recorded line, the IVR of Nimbus post, and then they will be calling my customer to confirm whether they got a call from the delivery guy or not, to understand what exactly is the problem that my customer did not purchase the item. Now, if the customer really do not want the item, then it's completely okay. We'll ask the shipping company to ship it back to us. But if there is any other reason, if there is no a reason that the delivery guy was not a professional, maybe he did not call, maybe he did not deliver on time, then what we are going to do is we are using the recorded line, right? So we will simply ask for reattempt, and we will also mention that we have recorded the call. You can listen to the recording of this call that my customer actually needs the product. So make sure that you deliver the item. So if you follow this process, then I can guarantee you that you will be able to reduce the return rate of your orders in the Indian e-com store. So I really hope that I have answered this question for you, and I really hope that this really helps you. Okay, so what's the next question? Swati says, "Hi, what business documents I need to sell in US, UK, Canada? Do I need to pay tax to these countries?" So, Swati, I don't think that you need to pay any tax in the beginning in any of these countries. When we talk about the documents, then you need to have a proprietorship form so that you can open a current account by your company's name and then connect it with your PayPal account. So, this is the only document which you need. You need a proprietorship form, and then you simply need to connect your, company's current account with your PayPal account. So that way, I think you are in the safe zone. How is your prepaid Indian store running? It's running absolutely fine, bro. It's running absolutely fine. And it's actually giving me some consistent sales. Ishank says, please answer my previous question. Ishank, let me find your question first. All right. So, do you recommend using Stripe as a payment gateway where we only have option to pay by card and no COD? Instead of Stripe, I would recommend using Razorpay if you want to sell in the Indian market. So use Razorpay or use uh, Paytm, but Razorpay will be my first choice. Don't use Stripe because at times your customers will be giving this complaint that I am not able to pay by my card. There is some error because I have noticed that usually there are some errors with the Razorpay. Sorry, with Stripe. So I would recommend using Razorpay instead of instead of Stripe in India. And secondly, you will see that 80% of your orders will be COD orders. So it really doesn't matter which payment gateway you use. Okay, so how much return percentage can we expect in POD USA? So I don't really think that there is a lot of return percentage. Usually it's about sizes, and if you have added the size chart on your product page, then I don't think you will be getting a lot of returns. But if you haven't added the size chart, then yes, surely you will be getting a lot of returns. All right, so Pritam says, please answer my question. Pritam, let me try and find your question first so that I can answer it for you. Pritam, I'm really sorry I'm not able to find your question. So can you please post your question again? All right. So what's the next question? Guys, if you're having any question, make sure to type it in the comments so that I can answer it for you. All right. So the next question is, how did you handle if customer refused to accept the order in Indian Ecom? Simple. It's completely okay. If he does not wants the order, get it back. We will sell the same product to someone else. So it really does not matter. So if you have confirmed the order, still customer does not wants the order, you cannot do anything about it. So you can simply ask your supplying team. Yeah, you can simply ask the shipping team to get the order back. And I would even like, if the person is doing this thing more than once, then I will even ban the customer on my store because I don't want such losers on my store. So what's the next question? Next question. A 90% COD, 10% prepaid, even after using Save More and prepaid secondly. Just on the day of delivery, customer cancel orders. When I asked, they say they got it cheaper in local price. So, Aman, the only solution which I can give you is, try to ship faster. Try to ship within 24 hours so that your customer can get the product in 3 to 7 days. That's the answer which I can give you. Do you prefer image ads or video ads? Let me know any free tool for video ads. Also, how many words do you suggest in ad copy? Okay. So when we talk about image ads versus video ads, I am a big fan of video ads. Okay. So I definitely go for video ads so that later on I can create a lot of custom audiences like 25% video views, 50% video views, 75% video views, and 95% video views. So that is the reason I'm a big fan of video ads. Secondly, if you talk about a free tool, so I use Mac. So I get iMovie installed in it. So I use iMovie. That is a free tool. If you want to edit a video on your mobile phone, then you can go for InShot, INSHOT. That's the app which I use to edit videos on my phone. Now, when we talk about the ad copy, I usually like to keep it in like 2 or 3 lines. That is it. I don't like to go for a very long ad copy. I see the purpose of the ad is just to get the click, nothing else. So, if your ad is getting the click, it's doing its job properly. So, try to keep the ad copy short to the point and don't use any strong words in your ad copy, otherwise you might get your ad banned. So I really hope that I have answered your question. Okay, so I've got a lot of new questions here. How can we find good suppliers in India? Simply go to India Mart. Do you recommend Nimbus Post for COD? Absolutely. I am using it myself, and that is the reason I can recommend this product. Any alternative than Power Ad Spy for Indian ecom? Simply do some manual research and then use Facebook page transparency. That way, you will be able to find a lot of ads of your competitor. Okay, so Preetham is having a lot of questions. Okay, so it's a big one. Have two questions, sir, in Facebook ads. How much ROS you are looking for? Like for US dropshipping, we look for 3x, but for Indian ecom COD mainly, how much ROS you are looking for to become profitable? I was testing a few products initially. My ROS was 5 to 6x, but day after day it's dropping. Yesterday it was hardly 4x. Facebook ad is not consistent. I am testing different creatives. Interest, nothing helps. Bro, how do you handle the inconsistency of Facebook ads? My assets was in 6 and 7x. Okay, cool. So the answer which I can give you is I definitely go for anything above 5. So when we talk about the ROS, the ROS which I'm looking for will definitely be above 5. Anything above 5, okay. And secondly, the question which was like how to maintain the consistency in Facebook ads. So I like to test different creatives all the time. Usually, what happens is people get bored of watching your same old video. So try to make a lot of different ad creatives. Maybe shuffle the clips of the video, change the music, change the text inside the videos, change the thumbnail, change the ad copy. But try to mix it up. Don't just use one ad for your complete product selling process, and don't just use one ad all the time. Try to use different video ads so that your ad never gets old, it never gets saturated, and the audience which you are targeting watches a new ad all the time. So this is the biggest mistake which people make, that they just go with one ad creative for the complete time. So instead of using just one ad creative or one video, make sure that you are having multiple ad creatives, because you never know which one can give you even better ROAs than the one which was already performing good for you. So try to have multiple video creatives with you. Sir, suggest good video aid. Sir, please suggest good video ad agency for e-com products. So if you want to get the video ads done, then I have a guy who creates it for me, for 600 rupees per video. So if you want me to connect that guy with you, you can simply, message me on Facebook, and I'll try to connect you with him. Testing strategy for international stores. Mayank, my strategy is very simple. It's completely to the point. I like to test different interests inside a campaign. So I will test at least five interests on in five different ad sets, and I will also test around two to three different creatives inside every ad set. So that is the testing strategy which I usually use. All right. So the next question is, ta, 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 what's the next question? What do you think about Indian dropshipping and about suppliers here, and how to overcome COD issues? I think I have just answered the question. How to bring down the RTO rate? I have answered this question. How to find correct interest for my product in Indian ecom? So that's a good question. What I would recommend is create at least five different assets with five different interests. Then you will definitely be able to find at least one or two good interests, and then you can find some more relevant interests around the interests which have already worked for you. So it's a very simple strategy. If you will use this strategy, I am sure that you will be able to find a lot of winning interests and you will be able to scale very easily. How to find products which are already selling for 1000 rupees plus. So in order to find products which are already selling good, what I would recommend is use tools like Power Ad Spy, or maybe use any spy tool which you're comfortable with, and then try to see, like, try to research some ads. That way you will be able to find a lot of ads running in India, and then you can see whether they are selling it for 1000 rupees or even more. How to scale using CBO in Indian ecom? I have got two profitable assets. Use the jumbo CBO technique. And if you don't know what the jumbo CBO technique is, then go for ecomxuniversity.com, register inside it, and trust me, you will just be spending 10,000 rupees to register inside Ecommerce University, but the jumbo training itself will be paying 10 times for the same. You know, I can guarantee you this thing, that once you will be applying the jumbo technique, which I have shared inside Ecommerce University, your revenue is going to be 10x guaranteed. So winning product कैसे ढूंढते हो for Indian ecom? I simply research. I spend a lot of time in my research. I try to use tools like Power Ad Spy, and then simply test, bro, because it's all about testing. You never know. Like test करोगे तभी तो पता चलेगा what is working. What is the ideal strategy for targeting people through Facebook ads for print on demand in USA? I think targeting for print on demand is very straightforward, very easy. So what I usually like to do is, I don't sell any random stuff. Like suppose if it's a Mother's Day, then I'm gonna try and sell a product around Mother's Day. That way, it would be easier for me to find the right targeting audience. If I don't know the right targeting audience for a certain product, I will never ever market that product, because what's the point of simply wasting your money? Try to sell the product for which you can understand that, okay, this product is for this particular audience. Otherwise it's just a waste of money, and just throwing away your money if you don't know what this product is going to do, and what kind of audience can actually relate with this product. So I really hope that I've answered your question. All right, so I am here for last 10 minutes, guys. So if you are having any question for me, make sure to type it in the comments and keep the reactions coming in, because I should know that, okay, you are liking this session. So give me a heart, give me a thumbs up. And for people who have just joined in, make sure to watch the recording of this session, because I have tried to share a lot of value inside this session. All right. So, what's the next question? If we are making our own e commerce brand like skincare products, promote it organically, then run ads, will we still get 80% COD orders in India? Yes, you will. So I really think that if till the time you don't just remove the COD completely from your store, you will still be getting some COD orders. In fact, I think 80% of your orders, or maybe 85% of your orders, will be COD. How to make refunds for Indian ecom? Uh, Usually, like, I what I do is either I go for, I refund the amount in my customer's bank account, and if it's a prepaid order, then I simply refund using the Razor Pays panel. How many international stores are you running? Average revenue? So I think that is an irrelevant question, but still, I'm actually having four international stores, and I like to do around, like, usually, like, at this time my international stores are not running. I simply pause them because of a lot of things, like, the Chinese thing, and I was not able to source the products correctly. But now I have recently resumed my ads and my products. So at present, I am having four stores, and I have started testing the products one by one. So at present, I cannot, like, it's not something very big. The revenue isn't very big, But usually, like when I run my stores, like when they are at the full, when I'm focusing on them properly, then they do not do anything less than 100K in a single month. That's my goal. So, and on my general store, I usually do like around 300K a week. So that is something which I do. But at present, my stores, like the international stores, were paused. I have recently started, running my ads in the international market. Okay, one most important thing to become successful in ecom: never give up and keep on testing. That's the thing. Don't give up and always keep on testing, because you never know which product can actually work for you. So don't just give up. It's easy to give up, but it's really hard to stand tall and keep on testing. Be patient. So I would definitely recommend testing a lot of products, and don't give up. It's okay. I'm here for you guys, right? So if you face any difficulty, any problem, I'm here to answer your questions. So what's stopping you? Because when I was struggling, when I was there, I never had anybody to answer my questions. People used to ask me for a lot of money just for some these basic questions. I like the questions and the answers which I'm giving you right now. So I am here for you guys. So if you think that you have any problem, any question, then you can simply post it in the comments or just let me know, right? So there isn't anything which is stopping you guys, right? So try to test a lot of products, see what's working, see what's not working. If you think that there is something, some help which you need from me, then I'm here for you. All right. So is there one-on-one training available with Ecom University? What would it consist of if it's applicable? Okay. See, I am having a different plan for the one-on-one training, and Ecomex University is a pre-recorded video training. So if you are somebody who is just a beginner, or somebody who is not having a lot of budget to invest, then you can go for Ecomex University, because it's the most complete ecom course available in India right now. So simply go with Ecomex University, try to learn from the pre-recorded video trainings. Now, if you are somebody who can invest around 3 to 4 lakh rupees in his business right away, then come to me. We can go for the one-on-one training, and we can definitely kickstart your store. We will be doing around 50 to 60K in like 3 to 4 days of launching your store. That is something which is like very common for me. Usually my students do more than that in like the first week of running starting their ads. So this is something which I would recommend. If you want to go for the one-on-one, make sure that you are having at least 3.5 to 4 lakh rupees with you. And if you're not having that kind of budget, simply go with Ecomex University. It is a very perfect course for you, and you can definitely start learning from it, start implementing the strategies. And then once you think that you are ready for the one-on-one and you're ready to take it to the next level, then you will come to me and apply for the one-on-one mentorship. How much money required to start a e-commerce store? So usually, like if you want to start a store in India, just a basic store, then you can start with anything under 50,000 rupees. If it's a very basic store and you are just starting out, and the more the better. That's what my answer would be. How to check if a product is saturated in Indian ecom? Because in dropshipping, we usually check for the number of orders on AliExpress. So for India, we are having a good population, so product don't usually get saturated very quickly. So what I would recommend is just simply test, like put a budget of, like, let's say 500 to 1,000 rupees. See if you're getting some sales. If you're getting some cheap sales, good. If you're not getting cheap sales, simply kill the product. Will you sell anything like wardrobe, apparel organizer, fridge organizer, Indian store with COD or without COD option? I have actually sold a lot of units of such products, and with a COD option enabled on my store. My question scene is gone. Make sure to post your question again. Okay, so the next question is, there is one branded.com store in New Zealand. Can I use the same .in domain store in India to sell the same products in India? Would there be any trademark issue? So honestly, I am not sure about this thing. So I would recommend, consulting a professional for this thing. I have no knowledge about, trademarks and all. But if I were you, I would actually try to be a little creative. Why just use this exact same name? I can actually use something different because I think I am really creative. So why not find something a little like maybe similar to this one, but maybe better? Okay, it's a long one again from Pritham. Sir, do you use any app for COD verifications like IVR or SMS, or it is purely manual call verification? And do you keep calling a customer multiple times to entitle it to get delivered? When a customer refuses to accept the order for price related issue, is there any way I can give him a discount because the courier service will accept only the full amount mentioned in the label? But sometimes I have been that if I offer 100 to 200 rupees discount, they would be happily okay. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So this is a very big question from Preetham. So I'm going to try and break it into several parts. Number one, do you use any app for COD verification? No, I do not use any app. I simply go for manual verifications because I only trust humans in this particular zone. So I want to have a proper recording. So I use the IVR of Nimbus post, and I ask my team to call the person manually and see if the person actually wants the product or not. Okay, so now the number two question is, do you keep on calling your customers? So I have already shared the process that when I call my customers and what is the schedule for that. If you have missed it, make sure to watch this video right from the beginning. Okay, so the other question is, if you want to give a discount to your customer, instead of giving the discount on the same product, why don't you give him a discount coupon like Paytm or any other big website do? So give him a discount coupon like say 200 rupees off on your next purchase. So that way, this person is going to come to a store once again and he's going to give you even more money. So play smart because this is a real business which you are doing. What is your highest live visitor number? I don't really remember that. Sir, how to create brand in India? Try to provide good quality products and have a good service, bro. Good customer support. That's gonna help you in creating a brand. Stripe requires a registered business for international payments. As in business beginning, we don't have LIC, and using PayPal only accurately. I think. What's the See, bro, initially you have to go with PayPal. You don't have any other option. So don't overthink. And if you want another alternative, although I don't like it, but you can go for two checkout. But I would definitely not recommend it. But you still want something other than PayPal, then go for two checkout. Please do live session with your students who have made it big along with your journey. It would be nicer to hear from you too. I will definitely try to do that. I will definitely try to do that. That's a good suggestion. I wanted to know when we are building our own brand in India, can I go only for online payment option? The brand is da, 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 which is skincare product company. Okay, sure. So if you are building your own product line, if you're having your own brand, then yes, you can have a prepaid only option on your store because you are the king, you are the only person who is selling that product. And if the person is serious about buying your item, buying your product, then he will definitely open his wallet and give you his card. So he will definitely go for a prepaid order. So if it's a product which is your own product and if it's your own branded product, then you can sell it on your own rules. So it's a very good idea. So, guys, I think I have answered a lot of questions. It's been like more than an hour now. So, I really had a fun time talking to you guys, answering your questions. And if there is any other question which you want to ask me, make sure to, maybe, message me that question or wait for my next live session that would be probably on Saturday or Sunday next week. So I had a great time and do let me know the feedback. And if you're somebody who has watched this session on YouTube, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel. So until next time, this is your friend Monis Ali signing off. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.